Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let's pause. Let's let our guests from Instagram join up. Get them locked in. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm allowing my guests to join up and to lock in. I'm going to share the screen briefly. I apologize for leaving, stepping out. I was unprepared and I sincerely apologize. You guys are, you guys are the spine and the heart that come together and, transition these things smoothly. And y'all deserved way better, I was going to make it fun and hippy dippy and shit like that, but this is serious to me, so therefore we're going to do this. We're going to do this properly and right. See, I have my tabs right here. Okay, I got my tabs right here. Share. I'm going to give me a shot of kombucha. You guys have a look. This is Katt Williams' natal chart. Take a look at the influences and the alignments while I go get some kombucha and return momentarily. Gonna take a rip off the rip. Got the kombucha on deck. So first of all, shout out to kombucha, Pink Lady Apple. Let's get to the initiation. So, I was scrolling on YouTube as I do. And occasionally I come across good interviews or interviewers, I should say, host and guests for my preference. Occasionally, every now and again. And on this particular occasion, it was Katt Williams. And I was like, I haven't seen him do an interview in quite some time since the Wanda clip. And I've never really seen him do a sit-down interview, honestly. That's like seeing The Undertaker go on Mike Tyson's podcast. Respectfully, for lack of another term for the energy that he has going on over there. But hold on. It says I'm lagging on Instagram. It says I'm lagging on Instagram. Yeah, look at this. It says I'm lagging on Instagram. Is it going to allow me? Look, is it going to allow me? Look. We removed your content. Why did you remove my content? They kicked me out. They removed. Look at this YouTube. They on some bull. Yo, you see this? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy. So what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do right now? Am I supposed to pause the stream on YouTube? I get it. Like, wow. And this is live, so I can't really pause this. Hold on. We're going to fix this. Yeah, I'm going to try that. It keeps telling me. Okay. I don't really care why. It keeps showing me this. I'm just gonna, and now it doesn't want to reload. I'm just gonna go live once again. Okay, maybe because I keep. Maybe I should just have it natural and relog in. I really, you're gonna sit here and just I got time. I got time to do this. They really kicked my live for literally, I don't know. I didn't like do any substances. If it was off camera. I didn't really play. I didn't even play any music. I did none of that. So do I gotta? Okay. Oh, boom! I can just edit. There we go. There we go. But it had me go through all those loops and hurdles. It had me go through more loops and hurdles just to even. Now I gotta do all this stuff to freaking. I got the door open because it's freaking that gas back here. What the heck? What the heck? Remove. Oh yeah, remove this destination. Now I'm to re-add this destination with a new key. Let's go back to Instagram. Let's make sure we copy this key. Go back to Instagram. It's worth it, y'all. I'm real good at talking to myself, but in the middle of this, I get real intrusive. I get real. That's when I learned those real scorpionic traits and shit for real. Because then you know I'm Aquarius moon, so then I learned those scorpionic traits. Alright, are we live? I'll click go live. Okay. Yo, I apologize, Instagram. I apologize, Instagram audience. Freaking Instagram kicked me off for some reason. I didn't do any substances. If it was off cam. And I guess they don't like kombucha. What Instagram got against being healthy? What y'all got against the kombucha, the natural? They don't like it because it's an anchor. Look at this. They don't like it because it's an anchor, anchoring down, bringing down this energy for real, for real. But yeah, they disconnected me. So, anyways, Instagram, we are and YouTube. We're on Katt Williams natal charts. I gave you a moment to look at that. Now we're gonna break this down. Actually, we're gonna break down the initiation. So, the initiation is that I stumbled across, like I said, we were talking about. We were in the middle of Instagram talking about stumbling across podcasts or respected platforms, um, what have you. And the example I was using was like a rare gem, like the Undertaker on Mike Tyson's podcast, and that's what I was saying about Katt Williams showing up here. I expected him to expose some shit, to talk his shit like he usually does, like he's known for, and everyone else is on the wave now. Mainly, there's more celebrity responses than it would have been back in the day because they didn't have the internet like that. They had like MySpace and fucking music videos, and if they were like at celebrity awards or things of that nature, they had those back in the day, but it wasn't just like you could just pick up your phone and they was just on top of it like that. Nah, nah. But anywho, I digress. Um, yeah. So last I seen Cat was on the Wanda show. You know, I keep up with. Don't want to say his antics, but I don't really share the word with it right now. I mean, share the space with it right now. But that the word that I'm thinking of. But he's definitely defending himself and speaking his piece. Because I wanted to say antics, but it's only through the lens of the outward perspective that is antics because he's a comedian. So it's like it's gonna come off comedian and laughable, but all good jokes contain true shit, genuinely, for real. So he's defending himself. He's telling the truth. Everyone's laughing at him, snickering at him, like this is what celebrities do when they defend their names and stuff like that. And but some individuals are like, "Come on, we know what's what," but they don't know what's what. Nobody knows what's what like that for real when it comes to especially Illuminati and what they shadow government and their ties. You know, what I'm saying it's really saying what's really going on. So you know, except for what we see, like the news, you know what I'm saying? Like during the pandemic. So that's what we were talking about. And like I said, I came across the podcast and I was like, I gotta know what his zodiac sign is. Like, I'm surprised I didn't look it up before. I personally, my guess would have been a Leo, or definitely a fire sign, maybe a Sagittarius. But if it was Sagittarius, it would have been like some other placement, like maybe like a Libra or just I just had Sagittarius or Leo. But anyways, he is a Capricorn sun, and I am no. He's a Virgo sun, and I am a Virgo ascendant, and he is an Aquarius moon, and I am an Aquarius moon. His moon sign is 1 degree, um, right before mine. So first decan Aquarius moon's reactionary thinking, sharp with your words because, and you gotta think of the collective. He dropped this at midnight. Jupiter and Uranus went direct in his they went direct in his I'm not sure if this whole house or Placidus, but it went direct in his seventh house. And Saturn is exalted here, but Taurus is at a misunderstanding right here. He mentioned that he adopts kids, but he hasn't been married. And I understand that. as his Virgo sun and his Venus, because I'm sure he has an appreciation for his home and routine. I'm sure y'all don't, that's not what everyone's talking about. Y'all, but I'm breaking the ice, you know what I'm saying? We're working up to that. But this ain't the gossip tea section. This is the astrological correspondence. This is how someone is utilizing their houses to their advantage while being themselves. And you see these planets playing out through them as you know what I'm saying the planets are the tools. So these are his enhancements as he's exposing the truth, and these are the angles and the alignments that are like either charging him up or it might be going overboard. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, by the way, so that might be pushing too far into that. But it's strategic, and he's just same way he's always said, and you know, sticking to his guns. But like I said, I digress. So yeah, you got his Jupiter and Uranus went directly in the seventh house of the seventh house is relationships, commitments, contracts. This is the Libra house. So this is diplomacy. This is attorney, justice, judgment, law, order, um, fairness, balance, communication, and you know, all his wisdom and all his character development that's been getting slandered and getting attacked with Jupiter has been in retrograde and around us. So those experiences he's been reflecting on. You reflect on those experiences and reflecting in as far as those with dealing with long-term relationships. He like he said, he's a Taurus. I mean Jupiter is and Jupiter and Uranus are going through his seventh house. So he mentioned that he is all in one for putting on comedians that are better than him. I quote, you know, 40 or 40 plus something comedians that you are taking on the road that you are sorry about that, that you are taking care of. I'm close to doing that. That's a strong hold on, that's a strong that's it. I'll be right back. That's it. Anyways, I'm back with the pink cowboy hat because it's a bumpy ride through these astro rooms with these asteroids. You know what I'm saying? It's a bumpy ride. You know what I'm saying? They buckling up. Everyone, so yeah, everyone's talking about the team of gossip. I'm like this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's so interesting. Like everyone, he is taking on the role. He is doing better than himself. He's got his sun, Venus, Mercury sliding in there, but mainly Sun and Venus. Pluto X is in there, and Mercury right there. So you got he has Mercury on the cusp of Leo and Virgo in the ninth house, seven, eight. No, in the tenth house. I mean, in the tenth house. Yep, because that's his MC. So his Mercury is on the third decan, cusping out of his tenth house. So, like, he is being very talented, very creative, very um for self, independent in his career status, and that has been squaring his relationships because where he has been, they some could lie on his name and say that he's burning bridges, but not really. There was really no bridges to burn. It was only bridges that he hadn't crossed yet. And he said fuck you guys will find another way to get around. And he had to go through the river, go through the valley, go through the trials, and come out of that energy. But the whole time he was keeping his mind Mercury on the cusp of Virgo. That looks like either Regulus, a Regulus Mercury, Mercury and Regulus. Sitting on the pinnacle. It's one of the best, one of the greats. Sitting on the pinnacle and looking down and casting judgment because he is, yeah, he's strongly for truth. That's got to be a Regulus placement because it's not in the 1 degree of Virgo or 2 degrees of Virgo of crater energy. That is on the cusp of that. And excuse me if I'm bouncing from house to house, you know what I'm saying? But if you can work with whatever system and work with it, I'm just really excited to just break this down, you know what I'm saying? So if you're new to astrology, hey, you might want to go to another channel because this ain't that right now because I'm just playing freaking connect the dots. So if I'm gonna develop any system, it's going to be from the spring to the summer before you get to the fall, the Scorpio ascendant and the Aquarius moon. So there we go. But yeah, freaking is that I'm looking at that Gemini. I forget that's Saturn, I think. Neptune. Yeah, yeah, that's Saturn. That's Saturn. Okay. But yeah, so um yeah, the way of thinking of communicating is Regulus and very, very Regulus like energy. So that Mercury is trying Mercury in Sagittarius right now. Barely. So it's barely trying to Sagittarius, bringing his creativity and relating that. Relating that. Yeah, he's definitely relating that. He's definitely talking about it, definitely speaking about it. And the thing about Leos, if they say something once, they're gonna say it one time, and that's the only and last time you're gonna want to really see or hear about that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Looking at his chart again, still that Mercury is crazy. That Regulus, yeah, you're gonna hear about it one good time. So he got his Sun and Venus trining this Capricorn energy right now. So he did the interview in Capricorn season because he was going to relate and awareness. No, he was going to relate and compromise being allegedly blackballed again versus relating what he's going to say, the feedback, the responses or the bridges, because I'm sure he already knows, saying about hearing Hose's mouth. Yeah, I'm calling someone Luda. He didn't respond directly. Kevin, he didn't respond. And I like Kevin. I don't know when I stopped thinking he was funny. I think it was maybe like his after laugh at my pain, and then maybe possibly the Slim Chance the one after that. Then after that, it wasn't as humorous no more. And Kevin has never been funny to me, half and stuff. But yeah, this is an opportunity for him to relate or analyze and observe his his status or and his 11th house, his networks and associates, people that he's in business with but not in business with. You're going out and finding new ways of acting, being a comedian, stand up on the road touring. And he's definitely, like you say, definitely put in the work. And he's definitely not allowing Mercury, the way that he's going to think about himself, ego to be an MC, to be affected and discredited by individuals that he may have had the love for. He it hurts him though because it's the truth. It's the truth. Career and business. See how he talks about business so dryly, and everything's a business. Like Capricorn season, it's a death to things, and he brought that to the alleged 2024 New Year. You know what I'm saying? the Gregorian calendar or their witchcraft of be new you. And he was like, no, this is still we're still the same us until this shit is exposed and these people are blacklisted or whatever or purged or shut the fuck up. One of those two. Because look at that authoritative stance and standpoint with Saturn and Gemini. Saturn is in Pisces. So his natal Saturn is opposing Pisces in the no. Sorry, I apologize. Don't get that misinformed. Retract that. Gemini squaring Pisces. So his natal Saturn is squaring Pisces. And so Saturn that puts Saturn in his fourth. No, that puts Saturn in his eighth house. House. That puts Saturn in his eighth house. Where yeah, it's no. Yes, his natal Saturn is in his eighth house. He has Pisces in the fourth in the fourth house. Pisces in the fourth house. It's just difficult to read now. He has Pisces in the fourth house. So Saturn's in his fourth house, bringing restriction, boundaries, order, and correction and construction to his private life, his private um, imaginations, solutions of what is behind closed doors. Therefore, grounding the image. If he were to, if he has his image, he is a comedian, and the collective has already put so much energy out there. He's bringing um, that spiritual authority. Shout out Pete to the reminding me of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Saturn and Pisces is a spiritual authority because that for those that have the natal. But he has right now his fourth house, not the natal. But yes, fourth house is going to be squaring his eighth house at the moment because yes, Saturn and Gemini restricting his way of relating his mind, his mentality, and the mentality of the world of just subsiding with false lies, false narratives, and false truths. So he's going to be bringing that boundary and restriction and tightness and putting the squeeze on people that are relating just their ideals, just the I wouldn't say ideals and ideas, the ideals, idea and alls in plural. So ideas to others. And he's just bringing boundary and structure. He's just bringing that naturally. That's what he does naturally. And yeah, so that's going to be there's no area places right now, so that's trying in the South Node. So he's talking about his past and former checks and balances that weren't in store uh, for him in his South Node in his his 12th house, the subconscious, the shit people think is forgotten. And yes, Uranus there. Yes, Uranus there. So yeah, that can join the South Node pathways of revolting. Like you said, he was very clear. He was very more suave, slick as silk, sharp as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. With the words, with the tongue. You know how you code switch and speaking the vernacular of the people, but in a way that only he can, to where it's not him. You know what I'm saying? Shaving off anything genuinely. So that Ronald's in the 12th house in the South know about previous ways of him revolting and people's reaction to him revolting was him restricting their thoughts and how they're relating to the general masses or his general masses in his circle in his internal natures with that. But Ron is there being in the South Node. And like I said, that Pluto and the Virgo in the end was like, hey, you guys are aware of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, that's the right thing to be worried about his status right now. Um, and taking the action and critiquing others and being competitive, but still critiquing them on a moral level as far as creativity and speaking of themselves and speaking of false status, because that's something that is you know strong to him that he's learning in that point with that MC on the cusp of the ninth house into the 10th house of the higher education that he took, the experiences, the things that he learned along the way, as far as the Leo ninth house being the fire house. You know what I'm saying? So being creative and fixed on your own way of being expressing that in a way of experiencing, teaching, learning a higher moral system, higher educations, and things of that nature. Let me jump up over the Instagram, make sure we're still good. Yeah, thank you, guys. Wow, all of you joined. I really appreciate all of you guys doing. Shout out Jesus, the Living Son, Kenneth Bay, hashtag for the Jalen, his motto. He said, "Let's ride." I appreciate that. Um, what's up? What's up? You know, I didn't see him because I was over on the other page real quick. But, yeah, back to it. So, knowing what's in the skies right now, I'm not even looking at the other thing, but we can. We're gonna do the prediction every portion of it when we get to that. Yeah, he's gonna make sure to take power, control, and transform at the end of the day because it's the late degrees of Virgo, the third decan, and then the first decan. Shout out to you two on YouTube for checking me out, checking out this live. But yeah. So he's got this trine with all this major Earth energy, the Sun and Mercury trining Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, going direct. He dropped this at New Year's Eve, so that's gonna be going direct to the seventh house. I'm trying if any planets transiting out. Mercury, Mercury is about to be transiting out back to Capricorn. So Mercury is in Sagittarius right now in his second house. Okay. He got in his second house. So like it's debilitating. So the bigger picture that he's seeing, he's not seeing the bigger picture, like square. So even though Mercury is asleep, freaking Virgo is taking care of it while it's asleep because health is routine and routine is an important as routine. And so is your health, breathing that goes the breathing that goes along with that. So that's within itself. So yeah, where he has peak game, where everyone is relating and stuff like that, especially with the bigger picture and it retrograding into Capricorn from his third house from his environment, he must have been active in his environment lately, working on status, doing touring, and preparing himself. He's Shannon Sharp said he was trying to get the interview since 2022 with Cat, and he messaged him and said, "Let's do it." He messaged him and said, "Let's do it." Christmas Eve, and then you guys ascendant, his first house, his personality, he's personally skeptical and deep, and with that sextile, his actions and his personality. When you first see him, you might see Virgo actions, you might see the actions of a Virgo, but you see is scorpionic in his aura, but you already know Scorpios are dressing you or thinking, you know what I'm saying, or feeling intensely with by their eyes and stuff. But don't fall for those eyes. Don't fall for those eyes. Some of the funniest comedians and shit and people that I know in real life Scorpios. They got that humor and shit, and he's comedic for his stand up with his real life talk and that energy. And so then that Pluto, he got Jupiter there, so he's experiencing the depths and going and learning more knowledge as far as the depths of his personality, personal experiences. He left house at the age of 13 because you can see there in this in the third house, his environment was built on status and it was foundation. And he said it was extremely religious. So with Capricorn, um, in your fourth house, you might have had, like you said, overbearing Cancerian uh, parents that cared too much more about private life behind closed doors. Instead, like he was talking about his talents was he performed before 50,000 people. That's not something light at 5 years old. With your Mars in your Aquarius, going into the cusp of your fourth house, second house Sagittarius, third house Capricorn, overlapping house, overlapping house. But nonetheless, we're gonna say it's fourth house. Moon Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius. So you're emotionally passionate, and you're passionate about the emotions that motivate you to be unique and original and to stand out. And Pluto, so that Mars and that Pluto conjunction is on the brink. It's on the horizon. The Moon, Mars, and Pluto conjunct a lot of energy fulfilling that space. So it's not the last time that we're seeing this. And he planted that seed with that Jupiter ascendant. The Neptune is Sagittarius. What? Why Pisces deposits are gotta be in Sagittarius? Why is the his natal Neptune squaring the Neptune of Pisces right now? And he's learning how to attach to or attack the dreams and bring the fire to the dreams and the illusions to pull you out of the illusion that you're in via the experience. And what experience is it gonna be? Is him talking about your ass because it's that trying to motherfucking Leo nigga trying to the MC about him being shit. Oh, his natal Jupiter is opposing the natal Taurus, Jupiter. Where everyone's now want to expand on being stable and secure and insecure, yeah, boundaries within your inner security systems, working on their inner security systems. He's exposing the security systems of the motherfuckers that's out there. He's expanding and going deep into his own and his personal stuff, his personal beliefs. He said God's side, their side. It's not race. Race is not the drawing line. What? His natal Chiron is in Aries, North Node in his fifth house. Entertainment. What he's entertained by. I just thought about a Mars placement, but what he's entertained by in Aries, bro. What? So his Venus is coming out of Scorpio into Sagittarius. It just came out. So his Venus is appreciation and value and willing to compromise to share experiences. He's been sharing experiences with individuals, and he's been vulnerable, and they've been putting him onto game with that first house ascendant trining Neptune and Saturn, and trining uh Venus. I can't say much about where he's been. I can't say much about where he's going. But this is natal alignment, and for those of you late joining, his moon is a 1 degree before my moon in Aquarius, and his sun is Virgo. Shout out Moon and Mercury, baby. They always calling out somebody. and and my yeah, and my ascendant Virgo. So I completely understand his vernacular and why he's saying the shit. And Shannon Sharp's looking at him like, yo, I'm like, is he saying anything wrong? A lot of people say Aquarius moons, we be saying wild shit, not feeling like it's wild shit. Like It's being knowledgeable that kind of like yeah, that sextile, that the reacting ways responding to um, humanity, networking, associates. What the big fucking three the people that fucking over their moral system that he's going in opposing everyone else being secure. Like you don't go for the belly at the beach. You don't go for the certain shit. You don't go for revealing the truth. You don't go for all this shit. It's time and period. But it's opposing. So fuck it. And it's around is in conjunction. His revolution, the way he's revolting and being unique and giving us something to be rebellious against is going against the grain. Oh, going against the grain. 2024 against the grain. A year of the eight against the grain, being in two worlds. He's showing you how to bring balance to two worlds while he's gonna go back in the hiatus and let these motherfuckers come out and these snakes eat their own tails because they're not saying yes or no or directly responding. And everybody has a voice to say that now because back in the day when you see all this bullshit about Cat and his antics with him having to defend himself the few freaking 10, 15 minutes they give him on camera time if he wasn't chasing him down when he was actually taking care of motherfucking business. Like, shit, spinning the freaking narrative. They coming out of the woodwork. They go help him buy more tickets to his. I'm about to look for some damn tickets. He's about to be in Nashville, about to be in my damn city in a little bit. Next year, 20 and Jupiter should be something going on in April the 20th. That it's a bit online, some shit like that. Yeah, yeah, we want to go buy one of his tickets. I already did, but shit, like 2024, I'm going to concert because I want to go see Wild 'N Out. I want to go to a WWE match, but I might not. Well, I don't know about the WWE match because it'd be some damn nosebleed seats. I'm not trying to watch from the damn monitor. I can watch that shit at home. I want at least I don't gotta be in the front where they get tossed and get hit elbows. I want to be like in the middle of the crowd on the outside to walk. If somebody start fighting down the stairway, walk down the middle. Yo, mm. But yeah, bro. Wrap this up. I thought it was gonna be much longer, and it actually was much longer because freaking Instagram wanted to stop my live. Shout out to y'all that are joining, like on stream, y'all. So I don't really see. Um, Treyway, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. What is that? I feel like saying wild shit. It's some Scorpion moon, Scorpio moon shit. Nah, it's some Aquarius moon shit too. Cause I get told that shit all the time. I get told that shit all the time. You hear my baby back there stirring, she awake. So I'm about to jump out. I get told that all the time. Well, for real. Yeah. Yeah. It's not prevalent now, but yeah. Yeah. Same wild shit. It's that sex house. It's that air. And, and it's that same wild shit. Yeah, because you're not really using your emotions. These are all the transits right here if you want to look at them. Saturn's 2 degrees or 4 degrees Pisces. Neptune is 25, 27. Jupiter is like 3. Uranus is like, you can tell it's like late 30 can. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Lilith. I was gonna say, yeah, his Sun and his Venus is trying that Lilith at the moment. So where it looks like an embarrassment to us or him sticking his foot in his mouth because we want to see what everyone's gonna say back, if anyone's gonna expose that as a lie, or if it's like it's gaslit, people gaslighting all that might not be true. You know it's the damn truth. Everyone's saying it's the damn truth. He been saying this shit for real. He been talking about the Jeffrey Epstein shit, all that shit before. Yeah, Mars just went to exaltation in Capricorn. So predictably, There you go. Chiron 15 degrees. Pluto 29 degrees. Pluto moving fast. I swear I just looked and it was at 28 degrees Capricorn. It's moving slow but fast at the same time. Lilith is in Virgo, like I said, so everyone's seeing that as an embarrassment, but it isn't an embarrassment. Mercury 23 degrees. And yeah, so he's got a Virgo stellium. Mercury pushing that Regulus energy talking. Yeah, that's the astral alignment of Katt motherfucking Williams, y'all. This wasn't gonna be no big like I said, tea party gossip. Like he said what the fuck he said, and it's less conspiracy. Everyone's out in the open now. Everyone's agreeing, and bitch niggas are shutting up right now. And celebrities trying to talk because they think ain't nobody gonna talk, and it's the new era, and they ain't denying it because they know people can get on their ass and fold now. So like Steve and them, it's quiet energy talk for them, for real, for real. But yeah, that's everything with the Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for joining. I really enjoyed doing this live stream. I was kind of worried I was gonna be tired after everything. My kids, we were watching Pokemon movies and shit. I was supposed to make this at 8. Is Uranus still in Taurus? Yeah, Uranus is still in Taurus. It's in Uranus is in shit. How many people gonna say that? The third decan. It's like 20 degrees. It's in the third decan or 15. Let me look. Let's just go back and look. Shit. Get this ad out my face, Stanley. RP John was Uranus is in 19 degrees. I was about to say 17 degrees. It's 19 degrees. Oh, Jupiter's only. Wait, we gotta wait for Uranus to catch up because that changes everything. So Jupiter, of course, that changes everything for real, for real. But thank you all for joining. Don't forget to share, like, check out my YouTube video, The Sun transforming transforming let me go look. It's one of the big words. Transformative capabilities for your status to be used and using via others. Sun, Capricorn, Moon, Scorpio. It's up. We gonna ride out the rest of his life. All right, but thank y'all though. Good night. That's it for Cat Williams. Stay tuned. Watching all the clips on YouTube. Everyone that's responding, how and who they're responding, and you see why I talk about why he talks about these things, why and how and when and what's next. I broke all that down. Thank you. And I'll view this to download your video. View this in your archive on the app.